I started gardening 4 years ago when I took over my grandparents' garden. I had grown up in that garden. My grandmother was so passionate about that vegetable garden, and it's 3 acres of rose gardens and perennial flower beds. I loved to follow her around, and I was so interested in everything she was doing. I mean, I loved my grandmother. She was just like my everything back then. I think I've learned a lot from my grandmother about hard work.
So I'll dig a hole that deep, and I will just leave the little bit sticking out at the top.
Gardening is a hobby, but it's also a workout. It's so physical. Everything that you do, from the digging, the weeding, the planting, the weeding again. I feel it in my shoulders, I feel it in my lower back, I can feel my quads, my joints, even my wrists, from all of those repetitive motions involved with gardening. This is why it's important to do an Essentrics workout. An Essentrics is a dynamic stretch and strengthening workout. So what it does is works your flexibility and strength at the same time. The best type of workout for gardeners is something that's going to really open your body, open your muscles, and release all that tension. It will leave you feeling strong and flexible with full mobility.
This program helps a lot with the gardening because I can reach further, which is fantastic, again, without having any problems. Your balance is very good. I just love it.
The technique of relaxing, strengthening, and stretching the muscles was so different from what I was doing. I'm an avid gardener and I do most of the heavy work myself.
Hoeing and chopping and clumping and stuff like that, and you use your shoulder a lot on that type of stuff, and I find that I don't have those problems anymore after I get done gardening.
The program that we created for gardeners really focuses on connective tissue. So that's a bit of a slower dynamic stretching workout that's going to help loosen up your joints, lubricate your fascia, and rebalance your body so that you can get into all these angles and sustain the repetitive motion that we get through gardening.
What we've looked at is what happens in the connective tissue in people who have chronic pain. And we were able to look at the dynamic motion of the connective tissue when people are bending forward and flexing their backs. We're trying to understand scientifically what is the correct dose of stretching which is beneficial to tissues. We're particularly interested in stretching of connective tissue, but this applies to muscles as well. To keep your connective tissue healthy, you need to move.
With this exercise, it's teaching me, like I said, to really open up. Then it really helps me. The pain doesn't feel as bad, as it was before Essentrics.
I have a landscape design business, which I started doing manual labor. At this point in my life, one has to be strong overall. You have to have strong arms, strong legs, a strong core. In the last 2 years, I can tell you I have no knee pain, and it's all because I do my pliés.
So I can get down and up, I can dig in the garden, and I'm flexible. I can move any direction. It's fabulous.
Sometimes after I do the gardening, I'll do a program or a routine to stretch and relax and decompress afterwards, so it's very helpful for me.
I can get back to the enjoyment that I have while I garden.
And once you find something that helps you sustain your body, it's fantastic, and you have an amazing season of gardening ahead of you, pain-free.